On August 2nd, 1993, a drug deal went down in Chicago. It resulted
Police was meeting Anna Sasson down the alley. Anna was selling coke for a cheap price to Doug. At 11 p.m., the two met up in the alley. Doug received the drugs, gave her the money, and dipped out of there fast. Before Doug could get far, Anna pulled out a gun, shot him, took the drugs and money back, and began to run. The gun slipped from Anna and had dropped it along the alley road. Time for investigation.
Everyone stand back.
This was the body that was found. This was the bullet that was found next to the body. The blood that was found spattered on the ground. This was the drugs located near the gun that was found on the ground. The gun that was found laying on the ground as well.
Here, this is the bullet found next to Doug's grave. Number 3, next to the bullet we found some spatters of blood. We are unsure of who it is from or what it is from. But we got that. Number 4 over here may look like some type of drug. Maybe this was a drug deal or something. There's a gun. Maybe it's smushed food for all we know. We have to test that out to see what that is from. And next to the drugs, we found a gun. We don't know who shot the gun. We don't know if that was the gun that shot that bullet. But we are investigators and officers, and we will get it done. Yeah.
This is the substance that we found at the crime scene in the alley. I took a look through the reference book and it helped eliminate other drugs. I'm going to test it and determine what it is. Conclude the results, it ended up being cocaine. The because I added Marquis and it bubbled, whereas when I added sulfuric acid, it just looks kind of pasty and glucose. Cocaine is classified as a Schedule II drug, and it has high potential for abuse.
These are fingerprints from suspect 1. And these are fingerprints from suspect 2. Suspect 2 matches up with the fingerprints that were found on the gun. For the crime scene investigator, in order for them to get the fingerprints off of the gun, you had to use a form called dusting. Dusting is done by using black powder and a brush to get the fingerprints simply off of what you are trying to test. As you can tell from the fingerprints, they are listed as a radial loop. In a loop pattern, one or more of the ridges enters on either side of the impression. Taking and recording someone's fingerprints does not identify one particular person. It helps you eliminate suspects and shows probability. Here are some tips when investigating in a crime scene. It is important to wear rubber gloves so nothing gets contaminated. When investigating at a scene, it is important for the officer or investigator to block off the scene with caution tape. The suspect was caught. She was now taken into custody. She's now in prison. She is responsible for the death of Doug Graves. Bow, bow, bow.